to the Mexican flag and singing the Mexican national anthem. A student in the Valley says a culture lesson crossed the line. Now the controversy could lead to a change in what all children are taught. Channel 8's Brad Watson reports from McAllen, where the Spanish class lesson erupted beyond the classroom.
15-year-old Brenda Brinsden entered her sophomore year just wanting to do well in her classes. But in mid-September, she got an unexpected lesson on personal conviction and taking on the system.
And I feel that I did what's right, and I know I did what's right, and I'm gonna stand my ground.
Brinsden says she stood her ground by staying seated. When first-year Spanish 3 teacher Reina Santos assigned her class to stand and recite Mexico's Pledge of Allegiance. Students stood with right arms straight out and palms down, that the school district says is how Mexicans say their pledge. Calling the lesson un-American, Brinsden recorded the class that happened the week of Mexico's Independence Day and also the 10th anniversary of 9/11. The teacher also told students to memorize and recite the pledge individually. And when the time came for the part of the assignment to sing Mexico's national anthem, Brinsden again refused.
Again.
With that, Santos led the class in the anthem.
I was like, I'm not going to do it. I told her, I was like, I thought this was a Spanish class. And she's like, well, yeah, it is, but it's like a cultural thing. And so I was the only one that sat down.
He was given an alternate assignment. Brinsden's father, William, backs his daughter, saying that reciting a pledge to any other nation has no place in public schools.
But what are we to do? Lay down and just let it happen? Or should we stand up for our country?
This video was taken in Beverly Hills in 2012 by a temporary employee working on the floor below. This building was allegedly owned by an heir to the Hennessy fortune. This artwork was located on the second floor in an area off limits to outsiders. And we definitely need to thank this employee for having the guts to capture this image on his cell phone. This was not even uploaded until basically 2017, so it was stored for about 5 years. And if you'll notice some of the things that I've noticed, you'll see that the Bank of America changes to BankOfAmexica. Is that, why they want to turn us into Mexico and America together? And you'll notice Barack Obama with a cigarette sticking out his mouth turns into a demon. Some other things that I've noticed, it looks like Woodrow Wilson in the top right, kind of in the background, and also it appears to be Teddy Roosevelt on the right side. I'll show you that here as we go through it again. But also Stalin possibly could be on one of the pictures. But basically, you need to spread this around, guys. These rich people that own these banks, that run the Illuminati, the New World Order, whatever you want to call these monsters, they want to take you to hell. And that's what this shows, is they're just laughing about how, we're going to take everybody to hell. And that's what they'll get if you deny Jesus Christ. And that's what they want you to just only care about money, don't care about, saving babies from abortions, and don't care about the Bible and all that stuff. If they can get you just worrying about the stuff that they put on TV, all this stupid stuff with the Hollywood stars and the movies and everything, if that's all you care about, and you don't understand that God made you, then eventually, if you don't wake up, this is exactly what happens to you, and they laugh about it. Anyway, guys, spread this around. Next, I'm going to show you some of the things that I've recognized so far. Take care.
But in a statement, said it was a single lesson on Hispanic culture in one class at one campus. The lesson will be reviewed, and students recite the U.S. pledge daily. The Spanish class assignment, Brenda Brinsden's refusal, and the school district's response caused a firestorm on the right. Conservative websites erupted, getting the attention of Republican State Representative Dan Flynn of Canton.
It was a shock to me.
The Texas Education Agency says the state curriculum outlines what must be taught, but local districts decide how it's taught. Flynn says since the state allows that much discretion, he'll file a bill again to require more mandatory studies on the U.S. Constitution.
I do have a problem if we're making that the assignment and for young people to have to stand up and pledge to another country. It lessens the value of the pledge to the United States flag.
After no one with the district agreed to an interview, News 8 confronted McAllen School Board President Sam Saldivar after a meeting, who indicated he didn't agree with the lesson.
I would have taken a different approach, but again, I'm not an educator.
But as the leader of the board that sets policy, Saldivar said there's no decision yet on whether to change the curriculum.
You know, that's a curriculum by a teacher working with the administration. As I understand it, it's going to be reviewed, and more than likely a better approach will be taken in the future.
Dallas Democratic State Representative Roberto Alonzo says to question the loyalty of the teacher and school district is unfair.
This is a class. This is not doing allegiance to Mexico. It's not, you're going to be part of Mexico. This is just a class to learn Spanish, to learn an aspect of what is Texas.
Rinsden says she's been pulled from Santos's class and gets her lessons separately now. Despite the controversy, she has no regrets.
And I really hope that I was an inspiration to a lot of youth in America to stand up for what's right.
In McAllen, Brad Watson, LA News.
I'm going to slow it down a little bit more so you can see some of these faces a little bit better. You can see the Bank of America, and it changes to BankOfAmexica. Is that their goal, I guess, to merge us into Mexico? Meeting there. This thing's really 3D. You can see things really pop out at you, and it's a hologram, so it changes depending on how you're looking at it. And the first thing I noticed was, here in just a second, you're going to see Barack Obama with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. It's so crazy. It changes into a demon right here. See that person right in the center, kind of? See, it's a demon. Now it's with him with a cigarette in his mouth. The cigarette. There he is. It looks exactly like Barack Obama with a cigarette. Watch again. Demon. Barack Obama. We know he's got a demon in him. I mean, I thought that was the funniest thing in the whole thing. No question about that's Barack Obama, no doubt about it. And then I don't know. Look at these people at the bottom. They're naked. I don't know who these people are. Some of you guys will probably figure out some of them. I mean, you could spend a year on this thing, I'm sure. So we'll wait until as we go to the top, you can see at the very top, you'll see the devil right there. It's a devil with his 12 disciples around him. Look at the one on the right there. That looks like Teddy Roosevelt to me. And the one in the background to the far right, that looks like Woodrow Wilson. Not sure, but it looks like to me. And then the only other one, it could be Stalin on the left, far left there. Could be Soros about in the middle. Not sure about those, just my guesses. But these people are sick individuals. They want to take you to hell. They think it's a big joke. They're going to use their money and their banking system to destroy the planet. This is what they think, guys. Spread this everywhere.
Rinsden says she's been pulled from Santos's class and gets her lessons separately now. Despite the controversy, she has no regrets.
And I really hope that I was an inspiration to a lot of youth in America to stand up for what's right.
In McAllen, Brad Watson, LA News.